Hello, I'm Celeste. Welcome to this little video. Today, I'm creating a little video about work that I need to do for me, and I'm taking you along with me. So just to set the stage here, this video is kind of about patterns. So it is likely that we're all perpetuating some kind of pattern in our lives, right? It's just how things work on this planet and how we learn. When we learn the lessons, the pattern can stop. And we all probably can recognize times in our lives, or maybe we're in one right now, or maybe we know people. Sometimes it's easier to see it in other people, right? Um, and it can happen with so many things, big and small. And it's just a part of learning and growth in this life. These different situations that keep coming up for us. So this session is about just taking a minute to hopefully clear a bit of the blinders that are making those unhealthy patterns harder for us to see. And that's the first step in all of healing work, right? To be able to recognize what the pattern and what's behind it, what is currently happening for you. And yes, I said for you and me intentionally. I hope that we can view our life lessons as happening for us so that we can learn while we're on this beautiful planet. Okay, so we'll be working with just two images today. This is just a quick little session. And we'll be working with a crystal in the first one that is called the watermelon. Go ahead and take a deep centering breath here. Show you our crystal. So I believe I pulled this out for a session before, but this is blue lace agate. It's a nice little tower here. It is happy and quite a comforting stone. I believe that it will be supporting us with comfort in this session, in this image. And this will be right next to us as we work today. Okay, so imagine a vibrant looking watermelon in a field. It has bright green stripes and it just looks so good. Imagine the farmer picking it up and opening it up. He just slices it open, but the inside is all corroded and like mushy and gross. Imagine him looking at the rest of his little field of watermelon and realizing that they all look the same and wondering if they're all the same on the inside too. He splits open a couple more watermelons to discover that they are indeed the same, as far as he can tell. Imagine the big feelings of futility and panic coming up for this farmer. I can't do anything different from what I'm doing, he says. Okay, let me plug in my laptop really fast here because we don't want to get cut off in the middle of our session. Okay, I can't do anything different from what I'm doing, he says. These are pretty big feelings, so let's approach them one at a time. Let's work on the futility first. Allow that to come up for a moment. Imagine it congregating in the area of your chest. Maybe it looks like a big cloud or a ball, something like that. Imagine it all coming together. And we're going to take 5 big breaths and breathe it out. And you can tap along with me if you would like to. Ready? It's 1. Let's breathe this futility out like we mean it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Now let's work on that panic. Let's allow that panic to come up and to congregate here in our chest. It's not going to feel great, but we will not stay here. We're going to breathe that out with 4 big breaths. 4 big breaths. Ready? Let's get that panic out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Excellent. Okay, now let's say this false belief of I can't do anything different from what I am doing 4 times. And then we'll breathe it out after each time we say it. You can tap along too with me if you would like to. I can't do anything different from what I am doing. Breathe it out. Breath out. I can't do anything different from what I am doing. Breathe it out. I can't do anything different from what I am doing. Breathe it out. One more. I can't do anything different from what I am doing. Breathe it out. So imagine this farmer deciding he's not going to give up on farming watermelons yet. He will go to his older farmer friend's house and talk with him. When he talks to his friend, he recognizes what a wonderful supply of knowledge, support, and kindness that's in this great friend of his. Imagine this man feeling such gratitude and hope as he talks with his friend and learns from him a better way to grow watermelons. Let's breathe that in. Imagine that support and breathe in that feeling. Imagine this farmer giving watermelons another chance. Imagine his field of watermelons at the end of the season. The watermelons do not look perfect at all. They have bee tracks, they have big yellow spots on them, but when he cuts one open, it is the sweetest, most delicious watermelon he has ever tried. I am guided and supported, says the farmer. Let's say this out loud 3 times, along with a big breath in. Let's internalize this one, and you can tap along with me if you want to. I am guided and supported. Breathe it in. I am guided and supported. Breathe it in. I am guided and supported. Breathe it in. Excellent. Let's work on our image number 2 now. Trying to remember how to say this word. I know what it means. But image number 2 is the debutante. And I may not have said that right, but it is a young lady of fortune who is making her vows to society. And there is an art tool that we get to work with on this image. And this is in my daily meditation drawing sketchbook. And this one is called Peace in Times of Trouble. And that is exactly what I believe it will be supporting us with today in this second image with that piece. Okay, so that will be right next to us as we work. So imagine a young lady standing at the top of the stairs wearing a very formal red dress. When she steps down the stairs, she's expecting all eyes to be on her. This is what she imagined would happen, and to her, it is a big part of a larger plan for her success. This is her event. She is a star of the show, so to speak, and she's not getting the reaction she was planning on getting. As she comes closer and closer to the main floor and nobody's noticing her, her confidence is just dropping lower and lower. In her mind, her future plans are all now crushed because A didn't happen, so therefore B, C, and D, all these other things can't happen because this preliminary part didn't work out how she planned. So how can she know that her greater dreams are going to be realized when this little part didn't work? So she's feeling a huge amount of disappointment as well as dejection. When she gets to the main floor, she's no longer smiling. All my dreams are crushed, she thinks to herself. This disappointment is huge. So let's imagine this coming up for us. Let's imagine gathering it up to the area of our chest right here. Imagine compacting it into a ball. There's a lot of it, but we can make it smaller. Okay. Now let's breathe it out. We will take 8 big breaths out, and you can tap along with me if you would like to. Ready? Let's breathe out this disappointment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, imagine this young lady being approached by her friend who she grew up with. She's never seen him look so grown up before and never seen him have so much concern for her. And he takes her out to the dance floor when he notices one of her favorite songs come on. And she finds herself now feeling very seen and appreciated. He knew what her favorite song was and made sure that she danced to it. Let's breathe that in. One more time, feeling seen and appreciated. Okay. Um, so this young lady is realizing that the realization of my dreams may look different than I think. So we can choose this as a replacement belief as well for ourselves. So let's say this out loud and 3 times and breathe it in. Okay. The realization of my dreams may look different than I think. Breathe it in. The realization of my dreams may look different than I think. Breathe it in. The realization of my dreams may look different than I think. Breathe it in. Hey, this is the end of our little tiny session, just working a minute on those blinders to seeing those perpetuated cycles in our lives. And I want to thank you for being along with me on this journey. I hope that you will check out my links below and hit the subscribe button if you found this helpful. I upload almost every Saturday, and I hope that you have a most blessed day. Okay, bye.